Oh, thanks, Asaph.
You're welcome.
I was just like, oh wait, I just like switched the cameras and he was like, boom. And there's like, is that end or are
no,
you
I was gonna go
some more?
Oh no, he's still doing it.
Okay.
That was what I was going
Nice.
to
Okay.
Sorry, Asaph, we cut you off.
I don't like surprises.
Good morning, Missoula, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I am Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramf.
And it's Monday.
It's Monday, and
you
it
know
is
what today means?
It is. Want me to spoil it, or should you spoil it?
I'm gonna spoil it. Today is Wake Up Missoula's 1-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And we have some video of last year's.
Yeah, of our very first episode of last year.
So I'm going to quick, fast.
I'm sorry. What was
very
that?
fastly, quickly show you Missoula back last year on our very first show. So here's a little taste.
I can't believe this was last year.
And you can hear us start talking pretty soon. Oh, we had a call-in segment? Well, here you see we got a little bit of snow over the weekend.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, tiny bit.
Just,
Wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to handle.
Yeah, you're the one that shot this, didn't you, Josh?
Yeah. That's sarcasm, if you didn't get it. But yeah, I shot this on...
Okay, so that was that. Like literally, it's so brutal to watch our old show. Like,
can we see? What do we look like? Okay,
here we are.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just play a little bit. Let's just.
You want to see some more of this?
Like
Yeah.
trying to get
Ooh,
books out.
look how awkward we were.
So that was you guys a year ago.
Yeah,
huh?
that was our first episode. Look how awkward we were.
Your little pilot, huh?
Nice, that's a good fun.
I like how we had the mics up.
Yeah, those are terrifying.
Yeah, the house is like...
Yeah, like they was like pointing down on us. I was like, okay, for this year's anniversary, I'm gonna start talking like this. Hey.
I don't want to block Asaph, so keep in mind. No.
Just block my face. But anyways, that's last year's episode, and
But
of course,
if you guys notice this year, there's no snow.
there is no
really
snow. Like I walked
nice,
outside, it was
so.
really great. I'm gonna talk a little bit about weather, but it is pretty darn cold outside. It is 17 degrees currently outside, and there's an 80% chance of snow. So maybe we'll see maybe a tidbit of that snow from last year, but I really doubt it. That was on the 28th, with all sorts of stories happening that day with and also the avalanche. But you can expect snow tonight, but then it just gets back to partly sunny, mostly sunny through the rest of the week, with highs into the 40s and peaking up at the 50s on Friday. So yeah,
Our weather is very ADHD right now.
yeah, well, not really. It's been very plain.
Well, there's like 100% chance of snow tonight, and there's like 50 degrees on Friday.
You know, I like my weather like I like my women. Very plain.
Ice cold. Very plain and ice cold.
Plain and cold. Anyways, let's heat things up a little bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's coming. Just wait for it. His shoes have probably been melted already. But
He's got those Air Jordans.
Did you just say Air Jordan?
Yeah.
All right.
Air Jordans.
So yeah.
That's how he flies so quick up there. Thanks, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous.
How does he not?
Yeah, so other trending items is the Galaxy S6, so it's this phone, I suppose. And of course, that Last Man on Earth, if you guys haven't seen the premiere of The Last Man on Earth with the funny guy, Will Forte. I like Will Forte from Saturday Night Live.
Funny. Yeah.
And then, of course, someone I don't want to mention.
Jay Beebs is trending, but
I guess he's trending.
Who knows?
Anyways.
Who cares?
You
Go
know
back to Canada.
But more importantly, I have something that's awesomely trending, and that is our desk.
Free desk.
Free desk.
Come by and get this beautiful free desk.
We want to get rid of it.
It looks blue.
Like now.
But it's turquoise.
Like, just like, if you can pick it up, it's yours. Like, and if you try to bring it back, I will shoot you.
And if you could like pick it up on your own, like literally pick it up, we'll give you $5.
Yeah, like, but don't bring it back. I swear. Like, if you take it, you better not bring it back.
Yeah.
This is Montana. I will stand my ground.
Yeah. It's Montana.
I was like, there's a verbal
Don't bring it
commitment.
back.
There's like a on-camera verbal commitment that I will not be happy if you bring back this desk. If you take this desk, just say.
All right, take a look at it one more time.
Yeah.
All right. Get it?
Yep. Okay, that's enough. We'll talk more about this desk later on in the show.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. It's a pretty big desk. It's really heavy.
Yeah. But we have some guests on our show today.
We're gonna bring them on in a minute.
Crazy college kids.
And they're starting to start
a magazine.
Crazy magazine?
They're starting a lifestyle magazine called ELVTE. And so they're going to come on and chat about it with us. But first, we've got some new programming.
So brand new programming happening tonight on MCAT, and one program happening tomorrow night. But tomorrow night's program is the State of the Missoula address.
Ooh.
So statement, not like state Montana of Missoula. So, but here is Meg's media assistant grants that we provide programming for the community by the community. And here is our new programming for tonight and tomorrow night.
Visitation to Yellowstone National Park was up 10.2% over 2013, making it the second highest year for the park ever, with over 3.5 million recreation visits during the year. That's just slightly less than 2010, which was the park's all-time highest visitation year, in which there were 3.6 million recorded visits.
Doctor, what? Doctor, you say there are no halos around the streetlights in Paris, and what I see is an aberration caused by old age and affliction. I tell you, it has taken me all my life to arrive at the vision of gas lamps as angels.
It just occurred to me that someone in this room might think that we got paid for doing any of this. No writer in here will ever see a dime. And that's just kind of how this kind of anthology is, that it's about the university press and getting them back in business. And so everyone knew going into this that this was an act of charity for poetry, and that's where it is.
I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to share some of the results of our recent research. Nick alluded to place value. I'll also introduce later on some findings from some other research we've done over the past couple years.
Hey, we're back. We're here with
Nick and Gracie, and they are talking about a magazine that they're launching. So you guys, your magazine is called ELVTE. You said it's a lifestyle magazine. What does a lifestyle magazine entail?
Well, it's kind of just a combination between an art, literary, and fashion magazine, because we didn't want to pinpoint it on anyone.
Yeah, give yourself lots of options.
Yeah, so we just are calling it a lifestyle magazine, even though it could really fall under any of those
How'd you guys come up with the idea to start a magazine?
We knew a lot of people who made cool things, but they didn't have a good outlet, and so we thought that we kind of wanted to give people that kind of outlet, and we both enjoy the kind of idea of like publishing anything, so.
Nice.
Yeah, Nick is a designer and I'm a photographer, and so we both drew inspiration a lot from a lot of the same magazines and publications, and so we just kind of came up with the idea, like, let's start something like this and give our friends an opportunity to get their work out there.
That's awesome. That's
awesome. I did a shoot not too long ago for Mama Load. I'm sure you guys heard of Mama Load magazine. And they did a burning van. It's kind of like it takes from Burning Man. But yeah, like the idea behind that. So ELVTE, were you guys thinking about like having one of your magazines like an elevator? I don't know. That seems like a stupid idea. Like your magazine covers like in an elevator, and everyone just having a party in an elevator.
Or like maybe on top of a mountain. You guys are.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of the idea behind it too. Was that. I mean, a lot of fashion magazines just kind of tell girls how to lose weight and be good in bed, and so we wanted to find something, a word that was kind of had to do with that idea of going beyond.
That's good because a lot of that's like a lot of national magazines, but a lot of magazines that come up through Montana are like, oh, that's actually good ideas and good stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and fashion magazines are trashy today, definitely. So it'd be cool to have one that's like indie and like normal women.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to encourage creative experimentation too, because it seems like on one hand there are fashion magazines that kind of cover superficial things, and then there are a lot of literary magazines that are like a bit stricter in terms of either being writing or photography, and so we want to welcome any submissions, any kind of art. Some people are doing some multimedia pieces too, because right now it's just going to be online, so
cool.
Yeah, it's like anything is welcome.
Okay, and then are you going to do it in print ever?
Ideally, if we can find the ad money to make it happen, we would love to actually get it published. So
Yeah.
So right now it's looking like we'll probably do the first issue online and then use that as a template to start showing people to hopefully get some money to do a print version.
Cool.
And speaking of line, where can people find information? Where can people find your magazine?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page right now. You can find us at ELVTE Magazine, except it's spelled ELVTE. Because it's impossible to find a name for a magazine.
Well, which is fine. Like, it's like the phonetic alphabet. It's like elevate. Yeah, boom.
Yeah, right. And then we also have a Twitter. It's just at ELVTE Mag. You can also find it through either of our Facebook pages, Gracie Ryan and Nicholas Dumrose.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And if you have a submission you'd like to submit, we have an email account. We have people to send those to. It's ELVTE Magazine @gmail.com.
And you have like requirements in the writings, like what do they have to have, or?
Anything is acceptable. We have a theme. Each issue is going to be themed, and this one is gilded. Kind of the idea of taking something beautiful, taking something ugly, and just like slapping beautiful stuff on the outside, even though it's actually still something ugly.
Yeah. I'm taking a whole bunch of old VHS tapes and making a sculpture out of it. So I'm taking something black, gray, tapey, and ugly, and making it into something. If it's beautiful, it's subjective.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, that would be perfect. Yeah, and we are, a lot of people are. Or we actually have one girl who's doing this really cool project. Where she's playing with the idea of real food being gold. So she's taking things like apples, and she just did a pea pod where she made the peas gold in the middle, and like the apple, she cut out a chunk of it and then put gold glitter on the middle of it, and just doing these really cool studio shots of these pieces of fruit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, so where are you guys getting funding from?
Oh, right now, nowhere. Yeah. So it's.
So if you're interested in funding these guys, they're on Twitter, Facebook, all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because right now it's all submission based, and we have so many friends who are artistic and are doing cool things that we're not hurting for content so much as a way to actually print.
Awesome. That's good. That's awesome. You're not hurting for content. Great. And then, so when were you talking about getting your first edition out?
The deadline to submit anything is going to be May 1, and ideally we'd have the magazine out by the beginning of June. So
Cool.
Yeah, so you still have a few months to get something in if you are interested in submitting.
Nice.
You want to?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so then once again, where can we find out more information about you guys?
ELVTE Magazine Facebook page. Again, it's spelled ELVTE. And our Twitter page is at ELVTE Mag.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Is
you
there
guys.
anything else before we go?
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Scott and I'll come up with something.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely.
I'm gonna
sure,
write
for
some
sure.
stuff. Like, I
know,
have
why
a
not?
lot of crazy ideas.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back right after this.
Thanks, you guys.
Oh, hey! We didn't notice you there. Say, we're at an MCAT camp right now, and over the past summer, we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps, we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing. And you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So, if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT. because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool with a K.
Hey, if you're interested in doing the MCAT summer camp, you can go online at mcat.org and sign up there. So yeah.
Yep. But we're back. We are back, and I've got some events for everyone. There's lots of things going on today and tomorrow. Up first, actually, I have my ski report I never talked about. Okay, so doing my ski report before then. As you guys can all see, there has been 0 new snow in the last 24 hours on any of our area ski hills. Looks like there's a trace down at Showdown, Montana, but that's in central Montana. Yeah, sorry you guys. Looks like there's not too much new snow out there. Well, it's been so warm, but did say there's a 100% chance of snow tonight. So hopefully by Wednesday I can give you guys a better outlook on our ski areas.
Better outlook at snow. And that's my song. My songs only last like 5 seconds, and it's like, I don't have a bridge. I just have like the first line of the chorus.
So you know how we'll like sing what we're talking about?
No.
Okay, well I do it. I watched this show on Saturday night. I watched this cooking show called The Jazzy Vegetarian, and she was making apples and tortillas. She was putting like apples on tortillas.
Like that's so easy to sing about. If you sing apples and tortillas, that's like a song.
That was literally it. Apples on tortillas. Apples on tortillas.
It's like literally like it just rolls off the tongue.
On this cooking
Tortilla.
show. On TV.
It just rolls off the tongue. Like when you told me that, I was like, oh yeah, that's like blatantly obvious.
It's so funny. Oh my god, it was funny. Okay, anyway, because I sing everything I do, and so I got a kick out of that. But events. Sorry.
I wish I lived in a musical.
Yeah, me too.
Then it wouldn't make sense because then everyone would be tired from dancing all the time.
It's always so slow at night. It's because everyone's so exhausted from seeing you dancing all day.
No, and then there's another dance break. It's like, well, 2 a.m.
I'm tired. Okay.
Because all the dancing songs like late at night are usually at bars and everyone's fighting, dancing.
Yeah. Okay, so starting with today, this morning at 9:30 a.m. at Mismo Gymnastics is their family fun time. This is an open gym for ages walking to 12 years of age. They offer a supervised and safe environment full of obstacle courses, trampolines, foam pits, and all that other fun stuff. And that is at Mismo Gymnastics. There is a preschool playgroup starting from 11 to 12 at Bitter Gymnastics. This is for ages walking to 5 years of age. It's $8 to drop in, $12 for siblings. They set up different activities and stations around the gym, and then parents and children choose what activities that interest them the most. Up next, we've got Yoga for Wellness with Rasa O'Neill. This is at the Learning Center at Red Willow, 825 West Kent Avenue. It's Mondays from 12 to noon is an ongoing class. You can join anytime. $45 for 6 weeks or $10 to drop in. It's a well-rounded mix of gentle, restorative, and energizing yoga poses, as well as breathwork, guided meditation, mindfulness, and relaxation techniques. The Senior Center's got their Just for Fun art group. This is happening Mondays every week, and it's any media is welcome. Watercolor, oil, any ceramic sculpting, anything. You have to bring your own materials though. And they meet on Mondays from 12:30 to 2:30 at the Senior Center. And Keith Vanderpool, which is a professional artist, will be there kind of as like a guide, and if you need any inspiration, he'll help you out, or any techniques, tips, or anything. It's $2 a week. And if you have any questions, you can call Colleen 728-0710 or Kathy 493-9983. Montgomery Distillery is having their Moscow Monday, and they're giving all their money to KBGA. So every drink sold, there'll be $1 donated from that drink. It'll go to KBGA. And then there'll be live music by Joey Running Crane from 6 to 7. Missoula Senior Center, they've got their bridge group starting at 1 p.m. today. Beginners Brush Up group meets at 1 p.m. on Mondays at the center. And the Advanced Bridge 1 group meets at 1 p.m. at the center on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then Fridays is Party Bridge. $1.25 fee to cover expenses.
Ain't no party like a bridge party.
Yeah, for real. Especially at the senior center on Friday. Yeah. Top Hat, they've got their Raising the Dead live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead. This is for every Monday from 5 to 7. And it is 2 hours of 40 years of Grateful Dead music, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's a free event and for all ages. University of Montana, they're hosting a lecture in the Dell Brown Room of Turner Hall called Gandhi and the Travels of Nonviolence. South and Southeast Asian Studies at UM with support from African American Studies, the Center for Ethics and Liberal Studies present a talk by Barton Scott, professor who works over at Bozeman.
That's an awesome name, by the way.
Yeah, Barton Scott.
Barton Scott. Too bad he's from Up Missoula.
Yeah.
Not my alma mater.
The public library's got their Scrabble group. This is Mondays from 6 to 8. Game boards are available. You can bring your own. You can jump onto a group or create your own group. To find out more, you can call Mary Drew at 258-3848.
The worst person to play Scrabble with is Joel, our general manager. Because
Why?
he always makes up these words. It's just like, is that a real word? It's like, yeah, the challenge every word he says. What does that even mean? And he's like, and then it's totally like he knows like a bunch of words of the day. It's like he has a word of the day calendar. I gotta use this word.
Really?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm just like making things up.
That's so funny. I love Scrabble. Scrabble's fun, but it's hard.
It depends. Like some people know like the wackiest words. Like one of the things like I have the cheat sheet for like all two-letter words.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, that makes it a lot easier because it
does.
Especially towards the end, the two-letter words are like the only thing that sustain you.
I know. Well, and I like that you can like use cheat sheets for Scrabble. It's funny.
Oh no, you can't use cheat sheets. That's the point. But I had like
I'm using cheat sheets.
Reference, but
yeah, reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Plonk, they've got their service industry night. This is every Monday. If you work in the service industry, you can go and ask them for their discounted menu, and they have really great deals. Starts at 6. Ooh, the Lifelong Learning Center located at 310 South Curtis Street. They are having a cooking class called Sweet or Savory Puff Pastries. There's at 6 p.m. And so you're gonna learn how to hand roll a puff pastry with butter and then make different treats. And so for sweet options, they're gonna try preserves, and savory options are gonna have cheddar meats and spinach and feta and pine nut spanakopita. I did not say that right, but either way, sounds good. All right, at REI, they are going to have a Refresh Your Run discussion. And so that starts at 7 p.m. tonight, and it's just like if you want to get into running again or want to be a runner, this class is going to help you get in the groove and provide training and technique insights to get you back in shape and or prepare you for your upcoming 5K run. Yeah, but that's what's going on Monday. We're going to break some things up today, and we're going to show a video of Asaph.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes each one she passes goes when she walks she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently that when she passes each one she passes goes so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes he smiles.
Little short version there.
Yeah.
And this is a young woman by the name of Astrid Gilberto. She was very famous in 1964. She's the lady that introduced the girl from Ipanema to the world with Stan Getz.
Nice.
1964.
There she is.
Cool.
1964.
1964.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's 74 years old
wow.
now. I don't think she's singing much these days anymore.
Yeah, she might not be.
But in her heyday, she was quite the singer, this young woman.
Was she?
Yeah, she was known as bossa nova singer.
Ooh, cool.
So do you have anything else about her you want to say before we set up the next clip?
Well, just she had this musical relationship with the saxophonist Stan Getz, and they just did a lot of recordings in the 60s.
Okay, cool.
Hence the heavy influence on saxophone.
Yeah, I like the sax even though
I learned something new.
I like the saxophone too. The saxophone
and
is
last
a good
week
instrument.
last time we talked about Plas Johnson, who did the theme to the Pink Panther. So.
Oh yeah. And then so up next we've got another clip, and
Asaph, do you want to?
Yes,
introduce
it's
this one?
50 years ago today, March 2nd, that Sound of Music came out with Julie Andrews. From what I understand, she got really known when she did Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
She was doing stuff way before that, obviously.
You know, Broadway, on stage.
And My Fair Lady, I think it was.
Even like late into her career, like she kind of dropped off the movie scene, but she was in a lot of like Broadway musicals, especially late into her 80s. But she's still alive too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She and Christopher Plummer, the guy who plays her love interest in this movie, like he just won an Oscar a couple years ago for like a supporting actor.
Yeah, he was in the A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe.
He a lot of times he's been playing like the older villain. He's like the vindictive older villain. 'Cause he has like a really good like goatee now.
Oh,
he looks like way different than he did in these movies. In this movie, his like I guess they use like I don't know, but his eyes look really blue in like The Sound of Music. But then you see him in other movies, it's like he looks so different. Like he's one of the people, he aged really well, but he looks completely different than he's supposed to look.
Well, his voice is still there, though, at least in his case.
Yeah. Well, can Julie Andrews still sing too?
No, she had that procedure, that vocal procedure, which
she tried to save her voice. Yes.
That's too bad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but but she doesn't need to sing anymore. She's done enough.
She's awesome. I know. She will be forever great. I loved her in Princess
Lady
Diaries.
Gaga did a nice tribute to her on the Academy Awards the other week, so that was really nice.
The last like really like predominant movie in my mind was The Princess Diaries.
Yeah,
when she was with Anne Hathaway, it was just like, here's the mantle, and then Anne Hathaway went on to sing in a couple movies like where she dies and she gets an Oscar. She really wanted that Oscar, and she died.
Yeah.
Like she was only like in 2 verses of the song where she went from like a worker to a prostitute,
and then she died and then got an Oscar.
Yeah. Well, in the movie, like
I want an Oscar.
Like then die.
What do I need to do to get an Oscar?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. For me, it's like rare to like see like an Oscar winner not die in a movie. You know, they have to die in the movie to win an Oscar a lot of times. Except if you're Leonardo DiCaprio, who will never win an Oscar, no matter how Martin Scorsese promises you that he'll get you that Oscar.
I love you, Leo. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you.
Like seriously,
you don't need that Oscar.
Remember, like all those Martin Scorsese films, like he was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
And he never got it. Like I think he was nominated like 5 different times.
Yeah, for an Oscar, and never got one.
Yeah, at least Glenn Close. No, wait, not Glenn Close. Meryl Streep was nominated the most times out of any person. She's nominated like in the 10s, like in the teens.
Wow.
And yeah, she won like twice.
I guess that's what it has to take for Leo. Leo, 5 more times to be nominated and you will win.
Yeah, but I think she won like the 3rd time she was nominated. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while.
Sorry, Leo.
He wasn't even nominated for Titanic at all.
How? That was a great performance.
The only things they won was for like CGI and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they use CGI? What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, the boat.
Oh, that wasn't real? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Are you?
They didn't actually film that from the actual accident?
Yeah.
Leo wasn't on the original Titanic?
No. Well, stay tuned. Right after Noelle talks about events, I'm going to show you the Craigslist ad for the desk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I know you guys can't wait. Okay.
I can't wait.
So that was Musical Notes with Asaph. Thank you, Asaph.
My pleasure.
That was awesome. So up next, we've got Tuesday events. And my very first event is pretty sweet. It's IHOP National Pancake Day tomorrow. Woohoo! So this is free IHOP pancakes in celebration of Shodair Children's Hospital starting at 7 a.m. tomorrow at IHOP out on Reserve Street. National Pancake Day. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. National Pancake Day. You get free pancakes because of Shodair Children's Hospital.
Yep.
Thanks. Oh, there is a baby sign language class starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the City Life Community Center located on 1515 Fairview Avenue here in Missoula. So this is babies 8 months to 2 years old, with an adult obviously, are welcome to join and learn basic American Sign Language.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's a 4-week class that meets Tuesday mornings, starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And there's also, it also includes 4 weeks of class and a DVD. So that's cool. Yeah. And tickets are limited, so you gotta register early. It's additional $5 ticket available to purchase for siblings. I think that if you go to baby sign language class and just type it in online, you'll get more information about it. I'm sorry that my information is so vague. But yeah, that's starting tomorrow. City Life Community Center, 1515 Fairview Avenue.
Yep.
Children's Museum of Missoula, they're having their Clouds and Rain discussion and science class from 11 to 11:30 tomorrow. So you can learn about clouds and rain, and they're going to talk about the science behind it while doing a little demonstration.
Yep.
The new distillery that is open up in December, called the Montana Distillery, is located on 631 Woody Street by the train tracks and the Silver Dollar. And they've got their Mule-tastic Tuesdays. And so they're going to give back from the community every Tuesday, where they offer $1 from each cocktail sold will be given to a different nonprofit around town. And it doesn't have what the nonprofit is. From 12 to 8, you'll be giving back to a good cause regardless.
Cool.
University of Montana, they've got a lecture called Spices as Medicinals. It's one of their brown bag lunch lectures, and it's a part of the week-long series of India-related performances. At the U, there's India-related performances and films and lectures all week. It is put on by the India Advisory Council at the university. It's free and open to the public, and for more information about this event, you can contact Diana Lurie at MSO, so Diana.Lurie at mso.umt.edu. You can also just go to the University of Montana's event page and find, I'm sure it'll be on there too.
That's at 12 tomorrow?
More information,
what?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spices as Medicinals.
I love Indian food.
I know, it's cool. There is a March figure open drawing going on this month at the Missoula Art Museum. It starts at 5:30. It's uninstructed, and you have to be 18 years older to participate, since it is naked figure drawing. And so some supplies are available to use. You should probably bring your own. So it starts March 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st. 5:30 to 7:30. $7 for non-members, $5 for members. It's uninstructed. And yeah, it starts tomorrow at 5:30. There is a Writers Anonymous class at the Missoula Public Library starting at 6. It's a class where you can receive constructive criticism and get feedback and get get some inspiration or give other people inspiration. And it's just a good class to write. And if you need feedback or inspiration, you can go.
I thought people take advantage of the use of an anonymous to be a complete jerk.
Yeah, I hope not.
Let's hope not.
That's terrible. So it's first Tuesday of the month, 6 to 8 in the boardroom at the Missoula Public Library.
Nope. Hey, watch it.
Elbows out.
On my elbow.
There is a picking circle at the Top Hat Lounge starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. From 6 to 8 every Tuesday, bluegrass-oriented musicians are invited to come down to the Top Hat and jam in the raised seating booth in front of the sound area. Mm-hmm. Free all ages starts at 6. There is a community meeting on coal trains at Burn Street Community Center, 1500 Burn Street, over on the west side. There's at 6 p.m. They just want to talk about plans to dramatically increase... Oh, what? It says, join a community discussion about plans to dramatically increase coal train traffic through Missoula.
No, I think they're talking about it.
Decrease. Or how it
like
is.
Missoulians don't want any coal trains.
Yeah, that's
there's like a consensus on it. So if you want to go there in
well, they just worded that very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a discussion about how there have been so many coal trains through Missoula, and they're going to talk about how they can cut back on it and what we can do, and if we have any say or any power in the coal trains that come through.
So basically, they should have, instead of saying "and," they should have said, "Join a community discussion about plans to dramatically increase the coal train traffic, but learn how you can make your voice heard to protect the health of Missoula." So yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you guys worded that weird.
Terrible.
Right.
No.
There is, as I just mentioned, it is India Week at the university, and so there's a film called Keep Going, Brother Muna. It starts at 6:30 at the University of Montana in the Gallagher Business Building, room 123. and it is a comedy. It was a huge hit when it was released in India in 2007. And so it's a roughly college student has a vision of Gandhi and tries to put Gandhi's principles into action in today's world with hilarious results. This is part of India Week on Campus. It follows the lecture on Gandhi. It's free, and for more information, you can check out the university's event page. Good Food Store, they've got a cooking club. This is their cookbook club, where they will follow along to a cookbook from a professional chef. This is Rick Bayless's cookbook, One Plate at a Time. He is always on PBS. I watch him on the Create channel. He's pretty good. So it starts at 6:30 tomorrow. It's $35 at the Good Food Store. And the Redbird chef, Matt Cornett, is going to introduce everyone to this extremely user-friendly cookbook. And Bayless, he is a critically acclaimed Mexican chef, and that's usually his forte of what he likes to make. And so, One Plate at a Time, his cookbook, Matt Cornett, is going to take recipes from that.
Just a lot of good food.
Yeah. And so they're going to do fresh tortillas with guacamole, salmon ceviche with orange, capers, and chili, quick fried shrimp with sweet toasty garlic turkey and red mole, and tortilla rice chocolate streusel cake. I know I butchered one of those words up there. Sorry, everyone.
You took a Spanish class.
What?
Didn't you take a Spanish class?
Yeah, like a year ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I took a German class and I completely forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Did I take it?
Sorry. I don't know. I'm busy. Wilderness Lecture Series with Natalie Dawson is going to be at the University of Montana tomorrow. This will be the UM Gallagher Business Building, room 123. And so she is a Wilderness Studies professor and director of the UM Wilderness Interest Institute with a talk titled, Please Carry the Solar Panel and Other Requests for Free Labor. So it's free and open to the public at the university tomorrow starting at 7. And then my last event for tomorrow is Romeo and Juliet will be at the Crystal at 7:30. This is neat because Nick Pavlik and Sam Williamson is going to present a 2-man production of Romeo and Juliet at the Crystal Theater. The 2 actors are going to play every single part of the entire play. And so it runs from March 3rd to the 7th at 7:30 p.m. nightly. Tickets are $10 and are available at the door. So that is what's going on for today and tomorrow. Very long-winded.
Yes.
But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, as always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net or the Independent or the newspaper or University Events page for any of your events that are coming up. Yeah, but we got to plug our social media.
Yes, before we go, be sure to log on to our website at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. You can follow us on Twitter. You could even like us on Facebook, along with our channel, Missoula Community Access Television. And there's a high school film festival coming up, so you can check that out on our website as well. And don't forget to sign up for our summer camps for kids aged 9 to 13. But yeah, that does it for MCAT and for Wake Up Missoula. So,
I think so.
Stay tuned for more programming on MCAT from the Arts channel and our message board. So take it away, Asaph.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you Wednesday.